a trap that's gonna kill me. I know it, I see it. Wow, I dodged it.
I am standing in blood. That's lovely. Ugh. Oh, fuck! Okay, that startled me.
Oh my god. Joey is on something right now.
I'm on your mom.
Oh my god!
Good God Almighty!
It's okay, Krim.
I know of the Rugrats.
Smile and wave.
Just smile and wave.
Just smile and wave, boys.
What do you think I am? A Miss Teen model or something?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not that good looking. Both of you can lick my butt.
Both of us said it at the exact same time. That was funny.
Having friends is so great, isn't it? Isn't it, chat? I am the disinfection team. Don't you see my disinfecting spray? It's called my AR and my big, huge pair of grenades. Damn, the camera angle just isn't far enough over. Well, they've gone from going backward and forward to just going round in circles.
Enemy unit sighted.
Just thinking about it is making me dizzy.
You know what might help your dizziness? Maybe ease off on the mascara a little bit there, buddy. Just saying. You know, maybe tone back the mascara. Maybe it'll help your equilibrium a bit. Yes, take a picture just like that. I want a Sephiroth picture to look just like he does right now. With his leg in the air, his head hanging around his ass.
They get it developed.
Auto defenses activated. Station watchman Howard Phillips. Please provide verbal access code to authorize your guest.
Oh. Fuck. Hey, buddy, I need you again. Yes, I'm Mr. whatever you said my name was. I allowed this guy in my place because I said so. Yeah. In the dark, shadowed corners of time, many stories have taken root and blossomed. Tales of heroes whose deeds echoed through the ages, and of villains whose names became synonymous with infamy. Of battles waged between the forces of light and shadow. On a quest that defies reason, a lone ship ventures into that abyss, guided by its bold and courageous captain, his ferocious feline companion, and a crew of outcasts and misfits. Across entire worlds, dimensions, through the darkest depths of space, and beyond the limits of known time, in pursuit of the ultimate power of the Quad. These are the adventures of the Starship Dragon. Everybody put your hands in the air and say, holy shit. Welcome aboard the Starship Dragon, everybody. I am Commander Krim. Thank you for so much for stopping in today. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here on this Sunday afternoon. Hello, Pertu. Hello, Darth. Good to see you both in here. Starting off with a message from the professor already. And it's one of the most important lessons that you could ever learn from this man. Pay very close attention. Welcome to Video Gaming 101. I'm Professor Willard Von Woodcock. Lesson number 3. Fortnite sucks. That's all there is to say.
Hi everyone, I'm Comet. You might also know me as
the flame-furred ball of fury.
I have a question for you. Are you a cat owner? Do you want to keep your home protected but don't want to bother with the hassle of a dog? And trust me, they can be quite a hassle. Well then look no further, for I have your solution. With my patented kitten collar accessory, you can make your meat cat's meow shake the walls with a lion's roar. Worried about potential intruders? Or those pesky neighbors? Fear not, as this easy-to-use, one-of-a-kind device will solve all your problems. Presenting Comet's PET, the Pussy Enhancement Tool. Concealed in your favorite feline's collar, and far more reliable than any dragon.
What?
Nothing. And I have a special offer. Call in the next 69 minutes, and I'll give you a special gift. This Beware of Cat sign at no additional cost. So, enhance your pussy today with Comet's Pussy Enhancement Tool. Not available in stores, so call me out. 555-2-PUSS-UP. Or check out my website at cometspussytools.mu. That's right, cometspussytools.mu.
Kind of hard to believe that was made 4 years ago now. That was back in 2021 when I made that. He was probably just over a year old when I made that. And he's still so adorable. Anyway, hello everybody. Hello. Daylight come and me wanna get laid. Sorry, I don't know. But he's immortal now. That's true. It's very true. Very, very true. Final Fantasy VII today, of course, because we not only did we play Bioshock 2 yesterday, we finished it, and kind of surprised that I did. I didn't realize that I was going through the game that quickly. Or maybe it's just shorter than I remember, or maybe just because, I'm just, that awesome. Right. Is that really worth the clip? Oh my God. Anyway, I want to once again thank everybody yesterday that dropped some bits for blurps and stuff yesterday. Coin and Pertu, thank you also very much for that. Pertu, you also have like a huge number of badges there. I'm looking at your name there in the chat, and you've got like a... long list of, that's the demo version. It's a long demo. Funny how I had to pay for it. But you got a long list of badges there. But I know that you actually should have more up there because you're also a sub. I'm guessing Twitch limits you to three badges on the screen at a time because you have more than just those 3 badges, I know. But yes, Final Fantasy VII continues today. More Echo S mod. I have made a few additional changes to some of the mods for Final Fantasy VII. We're still keeping the original 2, like Echo S mod and the gameplay tweaks mod. But there's a few more like visual upgrade kind of things, make the game look a little bit better. 1080p widescreen, so we're not just watching like a square video. Supposedly a little bit better frame rate, and I think I got the FMV the enhanced FMV mod. So all the mods will now be, or all the videos, like FMVs, will be in 30 or 60 FPS, like all AI upscaled and stuff. So that even those will look better. So I think I put that one on there. It's been a while, but I might have forgotten. I see I'm still a mod. Yes, you are still a mod. You're going to stay a mod until I say otherwise. That's right. You can't escape this. You're stuck here, Darth. You're stuck aboard this ship. You can't leave. All my escape pods have a specific code to prevent you from leaving. There's no way out. The only way out is death. And death is the chicken shit way out of this. More Final Fantasy VII today. Since we did finish Bioshock 2 yesterday, we are going to set our next game to be what was the opposite vote when we did the vote for Bioshock or Doom Dark Ages, and Dark Ages is going to be the next game we play for the, I guess you could say, the B side. For those of you who are old enough to know this, remember the cassette tapes that you would listen to in your car? You had A side, you had B side, you had to flip the tape over in order to hear the songs, the rest of the songs on the album, so to speak. That's kind of that's the idea I'm going with here. We got the A side game and we got the B side game. A side game right now is Final Fantasy VII with mods. B side game was Bioshock 2, and now it's gonna be Doom the Dark Ages. So the next time we do that one, will be Doom Dark Ages. It's like the driver of my Uber couldn't escape the rear seat I was sitting on. I'm old enough to remember that for vinyl discs. Yeah, the vinyl record players. Yeah, the phonograph. Yeah, even I had one of those. Yeah, I had one of those when I was a kid. And there was, for some reason, there was a couple of songs on there that I was actually afraid of. I don't really have a reason. I can't give you a reason now because I'm too old to remember. But give me a sec. Hold on, I got to blow my nose. My nose was being a dick already. Just went live. It's already being an asshole because, my nose is a dick. I dick in the nose. Both of those lines are very, very wrong, but whatever. I'm sure that's 5 words that nobody has ever said in their life. My nose is a dick, or my dick is a nose. And now he's fetching the vinyl record that says I'm a dick in a loop. The vinyl record was like 60 years ago. You're actually not too far off, Percher. You say that with jest. All I remember about the album was that the record cover, the wasn't a cover, it was a sleeve, right? It was like this. It was the bigger record, by the way. It was the bigger one, not the little like almost CD size record. It was the big one, and it came in a paper cover. All I remember about it, and if anybody happens to know this album, it would be incredible that you tell me, because I would like to find those songs, even though I can probably find them. I know some of them can be found easily, just in general, but I want to have that particular album just because. But anyway, it was a light blue color. The entire thing was light blue, like a sky blue in color. There was a cartoon cat on it. It was like an orange cartoon cat that I think had a guitar. That's all I really remember for sure about it. I mean, I do remember some of the songs that were on it. Green Tambourine. Some would mean more than one. Huh. Oh, Winchester Cathedral was on that one. I could probably think of more if I really like put my mind to it, but I don't really think I'll find that hard. There were 3 sizes. The older the bigger. Considering you're about the same age as me, I'd say you didn't get to experience the oldest and biggest. I didn't know. I guess I didn't. I didn't know there were 3 sizes. I know there was like the small one. I think it was called the 45, which was like the small, like, again, it was just barely, I think it was just a little bit bigger than like a CD. You still had to you could hold it with one hand, maybe, I guess. I don't remember. I think it was called the 45. And the big one was the 38? I could be completely off on the number. But I remember the bigger one that I remember was larger than a dinner plate. Fuck me. It was larger than a dinner plate. 33. Yeah, 33. Thank you. Because the record player that I had, it was a kid's record player, but it did the job. It had both of those settings on it. It had the 33 and the 45. The biggest was 86. No, I didn't have that one. I don't think I ever saw that one. But it had those settings. I had 45 and 33 as an option. And it was kind of funny if you played the opposite RPM of the CD of the record that it's supposed to be. So like it was supposed to be a 45 and you played the 33, the song was super slow. And if you put it on a 33 and you played it at 45, song super fast, go really, really fast. You really had no it was funny to me. I enjoyed doing that. I never saw 86 either. My parents did it when they were kids. Yeah, I don't even think I've ever seen an 86 record before, 86 RPM record. So yeah, the earliest that I remember is the 33 and the 45, and cassette players. Not the I did see an 8-track, but that was like after I had already seen like the cassette players. It was a car that we bought at the time, and it had an 8-track player instead of a regular cassette player. And so we didn't have any any 8-track tapes. So we had to actually go buy one. We literally had one 8-track player or one 8-track tape that we played. I couldn't even tell you what the songs were. It was too long ago. But all I remember is it was that one 8-track tape, and it had a lot of like clicking noises in it. That's all I really remember. 86 is even bigger physically than 33, but it's nowhere near as efficient to storing data, which is why it needs to be bigger despite being faster, still containing less. Yeah. I mean, that is, on a simplistic level, that's why a CD was named a CD. CD standing for compact disc, which, a record is a disc essentially, but it wasn't compact at all. And then, compact CDs, that's where that came from. And so nowadays, you've got USB drives that are, barely longer than your finger, and they hold like what, a couple of gigabytes? There's probably now there's probably like a terabyte USB drive. I would not be surprised. A flash drive, wouldn't be surprised at all if there's a terabyte sized flash drive. Zip disks. I never dealt with zip disks. I never dealt with zip disks. The closest thing I ever had to that was floppy disks, like the 3.5 and the 5 1/4 floppies. That was the closest I'd ever gotten to dealing with zip disks. I never actually dealt with a zip disk myself. But boy, I might even still have. I had to look in my closet of shit because I got some shit in there. I think I might still even have a box of 3.5s, like a full box full of 3.5s, and I have like data on there for probably like old word files on there. That's all that's on the disk, right? Because it's like it holds like 2 megabytes, so you can put like one Word document on there. That's all it can hold. I think I have a collection of a 3.25 or 3.5 floppies. I don't have any 5 1/4 floppies though, but the first computer that I had, or that my family had, was my parents' computer, was the Packard Bell 486 SX, and it had both the 3 1/4, damn it, the 3 1/2 and the 5 1/4 floppy disk drives. And you put in the 3 1/4, it slides in, clunk. You put in the 5 1/4 and it just, it slides right in just fine. But then there's this like little tab you have to push down, clunk. That computer, if you were trying to get on the computer for any reason using those discs, you were not going to be able to do it stealthily, because everybody in the house was going to hear you whenever you use those discs. Click. Because the computer was super loud as it tried loading your 3 1/2 floppy drive, and the clonk, the little tab over the 5 1/4. And its loading was just as loud too. Like, Jesus Christ. Floppy disks, the most common were 3-inch, oldest 4 1/2, 3 1/2, but the zip disks were like a thick 3 1/2 in appearance. With the ejection of the drive was crap, you often end up splitting the disk in half inside the drive. Yeah, I never experienced a zip disk. No. There were also floppy disks, same appearance as 3.5, but physically bigger than an entire PC. They were used for pro servers. No, I didn't see those either. Yeah, the 3 1/4, the 3 1/2, and the 5 1/4. I remember both of those. It's funny how the 5 1/4 was so thin compared to a 3 1/2, and it was actually the smaller by as far as like a capacity size disc. The 5 1/2 was like, it was barely thicker than a sheet of paper, but a 3 1/2 was, at least it was big. It was at least enough that you could actually pinch it. It's crazy. So crazy. And now we've got flash drives and pretty much everything is digitally now. You don't really have much need for hard drives. Now we have solid state drives. The 4 1/2 is one gives the floppies their name. Yeah. I don't know why you referred to the 4 1/2, and it may be a different kind, but the ones that I remember was 5 1/4. It was called the 5 1/4 disc and the 3 1/2. The 5 1/4 was the bigger one. But yeah, it was the more flexible one. You can literally make it flop, hence why it's called a floppy disk. The 3 1/2 didn't have that same flop to it. It's a lot more rigid, but I mean, if you put your fingers and you went back and forth like this, you can make it floppy. But the 3 was the same as 3.5 in appearance, despite being older than 4.5, but wasn't reliable. Yeah, the 5 1/4 I remember just being so. Yeah, 5 1/4. I'm pretty sure it's 5 1/4. I remember those two numbers specifically, 3 1/2 and 5 1/4. And the 5 1/4s were the larger physically, like they were physically larger in size, obviously, but they didn't hold anywhere near as much space as a 3 1/2, which in looking back, the difference between big difference of 3 1/2 and 5 1/4 was like maybe 2 megabytes, maybe 3. Whereas now was 2 megabytes versus 3 megabytes is what? How much is that on an entire computer with a hard drive as large as a couple of terabytes, right? It's like, oh, well, here's this picture. It's 3 megabytes. Here's this picture. If this is a 720 picture, it's 3 megabytes. Here's a 1080 picture. It's 4 megabytes. Woo! Oh, big fucking deal there. Woo! What a difference. 3 1/2 and 2 versions of 2. You could tell whether they had 1 or 2 corners with a hole. Yeah, there was like the 3 1/2 had like I think they called it a high capacity. I think it was actually called like an HC. 720 kilobytes, 1.44 megs, exactly double. So yeah, I think they actually called I think I remember there was there was the regular discs, which were the 720s, and the larger ones actually had like HC engraved on the case of the disc, so you knew that it was a high capacity or larger version of the 3 1/2. Ah, old technology. Anybody older than probably, or anybody younger than probably 30 doesn't have a clue what we're talking about. Probably even younger than that, like maybe 35. I don't recall the HC, that's why we look for holes in the corners. I may have had like a different kind, that maybe the engraving was like a brand kind of thing, like was there the brand of the company that developed the discs, that was probably just their way of saying, hey, this is a high capacity. It may have been an engraved thing. It may not have been a brand specific thing, not a generic thing for all discs. 720 kilobytes per band, very quickly here. I was too young to really pay that much attention to technology at the time because my parents weren't big into computers, so I couldn't really get I wasn't like up on the details of the latest technology and stuff. So I don't know exactly when floppy drives really started to fall off in favor of CDs. I know there was a couple computers that I had that had both a CD drive, a CD-ROM drive, and a 3.5 drive. So you could use both a CD and a 3.5. But when computers totally went to CD drives only, I don't know exactly when that was because, again, I wasn't on the cutting edge technology at the time because my parents didn't care and I was too young to know. Let me separate here because I didn't forget your redemption, Darth. Oh. Sure. About ISDN ADSL modems. I didn't get those either. When I finally managed to convince my father to give us internet at home, we had dial-up. I don't know if anybody outside the US knows about this service, but we use something called Net Zero. And Net Zero was a truly, completely free internet service. You didn't pay a dime to use it. You had to install the software, and you're good. The drawback, how you paid for it was you had a permanent on top of the screen ad box that you really couldn't touch. If you moved the ad box, you would get disconnected. The computer would disconnect you, or the software would disconnect you. So you had to not touch that ad box. So that was how we got literally free internet, was because we had ads. And it was all dial-up. It was supposed to be 56K, but it never broke higher than 40K. How the internet connection worked? It was dial-up. It was just regular dial-up. You connected your computer to a regular telephone line, and just like any other dial-up service, it would dial a telephone number, and that's how it would connect to the internet. Once it dialed their servers and it connected, it loaded an ad box that appeared on the computer screen that you couldn't minimize it, you couldn't close it, you couldn't move it, obviously, no matter what type of browser, whatever you had, any kind of software, you couldn't overlay it over the ads. It was always on top of the screen, always there. And you had a limit. You could only stay connected for I think 6 hours at a time, and then it would disconnect you and you had to reconnect. I mean, you could reconnect instantly, but you were limited to 6 hours. At the 6 hour mark, you were cut off and you had to reconnect, which, again, it just means that if you were in the middle of doing something like playing an online game, which was really interesting to try to do with dial-up internet, you would lose your game, obviously, or anything you were downloading. If you were trying to imagine downloading, man, on 56K, I remember being so nervous about downloading any file that was bigger, that had double-digit megabyte size. If I was trying to download, say, the demo for a game or a picture or maybe a video or something, and it said it was a 25 megabyte video, oh my God, this is going to take all day. Oh my God. And what happens if after the 6 minute mark, or the 6 hour mark, it's going to disconnect me and I got to start all over again? Oh my God. And it happened more than once. I'd be like 97% through with the download. The 6 hour mark would hit, boink, disconnect. All right, that's fine. Reconnect. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, reconnected. Okay, we're good. Download at 1%. Oh, fucking hell. 25 megabytes. 25 megabytes. So you can imagine when I tried downloading a game that was 100 megabytes, I was like, holy shit, that's our Minitel. Except Minitel was expensive. With dial-up, you had time to cook a meal and have dinner and a cup of coffee while the connection was made. Yeah. They call our second PC. We had a 1 gigabyte hard drive. What are we going to do with so much space? It's way too much. Yeah.
Pizza cannon loaded and ready.
Hi,
to
Josh.
throw.
Welcome in. How you doing? Happy Sunday. So we never got to DSL lines. I eventually managed to explain to my father in terms that he would understand that cable internet was the way to go. Cable internet, yes, you had to pay for it. There was no free cable internet, which by that time he was a little more acceptable of that because he kind of gotten tired of the 6 hour limitation as well with the internet. So he wanted like a constant internet connection. So I was able to convince him that, hey, okay, paying for it's a good idea. So he was a little more acceptable of that part of it, even though it was like ridiculously much more expensive than like the $9.99, I think it was, or $5.99 for dial-up internet. It was obviously much more than that. But I explained to him, here's how it works. Cable internet, think of it like, okay, dial-up internet is like a 1/2-inch pipe. As a plumber, he would completely understand this. Dial-up internet was a 1/2-inch pipe, right? How much water can go through a 1/2-inch pipe? Rather slowly, right? Now, cable internet is like a 3-inch pipe. Much more water going through, right? He goes, I get it now. So cable internet is going to be faster. Yes, much faster. 1/2-inch, 3-inch. Oh, okay. All right. Explain it in plumbing terms and he will understand. Sorry, hear that you have a stomach bug, Josh. Minitel was French only, but you probably knew it's tech based on telegraph, I think. You had dial-up internet and keyboard, but needed to plug it into your own screen or TV. Minitel provides a screen of being an all-in-one keyboard and CRTV, very small. It was typically so expensive nobody would have to have them at home. We use like quick services typically. The description doesn't really ring a bell. That doesn't mean that we didn't have it. It just probably wasn't accessible to me, especially if it was expensive. My parents definitely wouldn't have had anything to do with it. I didn't miss my 1 gigabyte hard disk. I saw that. So I read it. With so much space, it's way too much. I read that. Relax, Darth. Calm down. Calm your French ass down. Go have a French fry. Sorry, I could have been more stereotypical and said go have a baguette or something. I don't know, or a croissant. Okay, I'm done being an asshole. All right, catch you. Enjoy your dinner, Darth. So yeah, we went from dial-up to cable internet, and it's been that way ever since. I've always used cable. I've only been lucky enough to have fiber optics once, and it was really nice. It was a really good thing to have. The fact that the upload speeds were the same as the downloads was great. It was great. Never have to worry about having dropped frames or anything like that. Less of an issue now over here than it has been over the past, like, what was it, like 3 or 4 months, maybe even 6 months, that I was having issues staying online for, because of the internet just totally losing my upload speeds. And even though I talk to them every day practically, they never managed to resolve it until they upgraded the system because of a system error in my area. that I've been reporting for like 6 fucking months. I haven't had a problem since. Haven't dropped very many frames since then. So, damn technology always being technological. Anyway, I think I've bitched enough. Let's play a video game. Let me get 7 pulled up here. And we'll get started with some more Echo S mod. Yeah, real convenient. I even had a dude, they even sent out a technician who came in here, looked at my modem, looked at the connection to my modem, and was like, okay, let me do a few things. He like clipped off an end of the cable and put a new connector on it and wired it back up, and he checked to make sure the modem was up to date. And he went down to where the main connection between the big connection point and my place, and checked that and made sure everything was fine. Was like, okay, give me a test. Like, okay, I did a speed test. Everything was fine. And then lo and behold, like 2 days later, the bug returned. But they finally fixed it and haven't had an issue since. Thank freaking Christ. Usually it actually happened after a storm, so I guess they needed a storm to absolutely destroy one of their boxes before they came and fixed it. Not that I'm bitter about it or anything. Anyway, Final Fantasy VII, Echo S mod, with a few extra mods that I've added on to it since then. More FMVs, 30 FPS FMVs, a few more like visual tweaks and stuff like that might make the game look better, or it will make the game look better. So hopefully you'll enjoy the new updates. Game is loading. Please stand by. Please continue standing by. The game is loading. It's trying to load a lot of shit. There it goes. Okay. I was actually about to be like, where is it? Not in a pasta. I was going to have pasta this morning for breakfast, but I got busy and talked myself out of it. All right, continue. Also got new portraits, as you can see. The character portraits have changed. Full widescreen now. Now we don't have to deal with like the little black boxes around the side. You get full, nice 1080p screen. You're welcome. I think I already did a materia setup. I don't remember when I did this, but did I do this in the last stream? I got a couple of carbon bangles, so now I've got a spare slot for when I get new materia. One carbon bangle each for Tifa and Barrett. Cloud's keeping the 4 slots because I want him to have all these extra little buffs to it. Also, I want to point out a little interesting thing that I noticed while I was testing the game out yesterday or the day before. when you walk away from that save point, if you walk down to the bottom of the screen and to the right, like where you're trying to leave the floor, you see Hojo leaving the area, but yet when you go up this elevator, he's right there.
Aerith! Aerith? Oh, is that her name? What do you want? We've come to take her back with us. Outsiders?
You catch on real quick.
There are far too many.
Sorry for all the blinking. I'm
frivolous
trying
things in
to.
the world to
Hopefully it'll
concern
fix itself
myself with the
eventually.
likes of you. Are you going to kill me? I'd advise against it. The equipment here is extremely delicate. Without me, who would operate it? Good, good. I always recommend logical thinking, especially at moments such as these. Now, bring in the specimen.
Red's model looks good.
What do you think you're doing? Lending a helping hand to some endangered species. Both are on the brink of extinction. If I don't intervene, these creatures will perish.
Creatures? That's terrible! Aerith is a human being!
You're gonna pay.
Barrett, can't you do something?
All right, step back.
Stop!
And they died.
What have you? No! My precious specimens! Now's our chance!
Thanks, Cloud.
He looks more like he's trying to snuggle with him.
What's wrong?
The elevator's moving. This inferior creature is nothing compared to the specimen down there. A ferocious specimen indeed.
The monster below is rather strong. I'll help you with it.
Oh, I don't like Red's voice.
Talked?
I'll talk as much as you like later, miss.
We'll take care of the monster. Keep Aerith safe.
I set them both up pretty evenly. I think I gave Tifa the restore materia. Doesn't really matter. I think I'll be fine without it either way.
Barrett, what's your name?
Hojo called me Red 13, a name that means nothing to me. You may call me whatever you wish.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I don't like Red's voice. He's got fire all. One of the back resists thunder. Any way to cure that poison? Oh well. You're not weak to any element, it looks like. Ah, okay. So let's not focus on the guys in the front.
Yap while you can.
Has 700 HP. All right. Actually, attacking him isn't a bad idea because when you kill or attacking the little guys in the front, not a bad idea because by doing so, he uses Reanimagic, which brings them back, which takes a turn. $400 HP. Tifa's probably not going to make it. Yep, she's dead. At least I can pick her up with a Phoenix down so she can still get back in the battle. $133, yeah, he's totally dead.
Rise and fight.
Yeah, he's dead. Not a hard fight at all.
Aerith, are you okay?
Looks like she will be now.
I have a right to choose as well. I'm not that keen on two-legged things.
That's why you're surrounded by them.
Some kind of lab-bred dog? A fascinating question. And difficult to answer.
No, it's really not.
I am what you
I never
see
liked that dialogue. What are you? An informed question, but difficult to answer.
But I think it's
no, it's really
best
not.
to leave here first.
You're a
I'll
talking
show you
dog.
the way.
It's not really that hard to answer.
So you did come for me.
I apologize for what I did back there. It was merely an act to throw Hojo off guard.
No need to be in this building now we've saved Aerith. We're getting the hell out of here.
If the 5 of us move together, we'll be noticed. Let's break up into 2 groups.
Cancel to change party. Let's do... Damn, her striking staff has 4 slots. She's also level 13, which means she's under-leveled. A talking lab rat dog. Exactly. Exactly. Barrett also has a carbon bangle. What does Red come with? He comes with a mithril armlet. And a mithril clip, which has 3 slots. Well, actually, you know, it doesn't really matter at this point because we're just going to get in a few random battles, you know, by chance. There's a good chance we could probably get in no fights at all until later, so for now, I'll keep everybody as is. We'll go Cloud Tifa Red. And we'll set up a true party once we actually, you know, get some progress somewhere. Sorry. What does he have? Fire, all, and sense. Okay, well, we don't need sense for sure. I do want to exchange all the equipment on Barrett. All right. Let's go ahead and do a full swap of everything. Everybody's clear, right? Yeah. Okay, Cloud, you take... Actually, let's start with Tifa. We'll give her Restore. No, wait, hold on. How do I want to do this? I had Lightning Elemental on, didn't I? I think I had that on Barrett, so let's give Tifa Lightning Elemental on her weapon. Cloud can take Morph as well, tied to Lightning, tied to All, tied to Restore. So he can restore everybody as well as get double AP, or not double AP, but morph on everybody. Red, you can take Restore AP Plus. And Lightning? So now AP Plus will affect both Restore and Lightning. Fire. All, because why not? Cloud, you take Steel. Red should take cover, but he doesn't have a thing. He doesn't have equipment for it, which is fine. We can do that later. Tifa, you can go ahead and take the cover then. You have Lightning Elemental. You can take Fire. All. Cloud, you can take Poison, Ice, and Fire. Sure. Let's heal everybody up here. I don't think we get heals anytime soon. I think we're good.
See you later. We'll be waiting at the elevator on the 66th floor.
Later, meet up on the 66th floor.
Now this should be enemy skill materia. It still is. Give me a second, Josh. In that case, let's go ahead and give that to, well, let's not bother with enemy skill right now. Enemy skill won't do us any good until we leave Midgar. So we're not going to bother equipping that until we leave Midgar. Welcome to Video Gaming 101. I'm Professor Willie Longwoodcock. Lesson number 7. If a large amount of ammo, armor, and health is found before a door or similar opening, you're about to have a boss fight. All right, let's mosey. Oh, if I turn the audio back on.
No, please don't kill me. I only did what Dr. Hojo told me to do. I'll prove it. Here, take my keycard. It'll get you as far as the 68th floor. Would I do this if I run their side?
Yeah. Lady Warbucks and I had the same idea, like, what is happening right now? Somebody swallowed way too much helium before doing voice acting for that character. The floor supposed to be 69. No, that's 2 floors up. We need 66. There's some attacks near the shooter building, but not sure. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think the first enemy skill available is in the areas around Midgar. There's some equipment you can steal in here. Like you can get the I probably should steal it from the Moth Slasher, but you can get the hard edge from the soldier thirds in the back row there, and you can also get carbon bangles from the Moth Slasher, which was that robot in the front with the spikes on the bottom of its feet or ball. It's spiky ball. Okay, so we need to go down to the 66th floor. We also need to go back and save. Could have used a tent at the save point. But I already have the carbon bangles on the hard edge. Wouldn't mind, though, getting another carbon bangle for red, just because it's, you know, a thing. So if I stumble across another Moth Slasher, I'll do that. Hey, ask and I shall receive. So who has steel? Is it Cloud? All right, everybody just hold on tight. Come on, Cloud. You can do it. It's just a carbon bangle, man.
Might want to try that again.
Yeah, no shit.
Looks like I did get a raise.
All right, carbon bangle for red. Oh, we got a spirit plus 10 talisman. That it matters. I will not sneeze again. Yeah. Sorry. Warning board, leave at once. I morphed the machine gun into a high potion. I don't know why I'm still trying to use thunder. I've already read that it's immune. And we made it out. Or not.
Hey, what's going on?
Would you press up, please?
Turks. Must be a trap.
This must have been a real thrill for you. Did you enjoy it?
Shit.
Shit.
They got you too? Where's Aerith?
In a safe place. She's invaluable to us, the last surviving ancient.
Cetra? That girl is a survivor of the Cetra?
There's a missing dialogue line there.
The Cetra, or Ancients, will teach us about the Promised Land. I'm expecting to hear great things from her.
The Promised Land? That's just a legend.
An enthralling legend. So enticing it must be pursued. The Promised Land is said to be incredibly fertile, and if the land is fertile,
then there's gotta be Mako.
Exactly. We won't even need to build any cash-craving reactors there. The abundance of Mako will flow out all on its own. That is where Neo Midgar will be built. Our company's new glory.
Keep dreaming.
Come. Surely you've realized by now, all that one requires to make a dream come true is money and power. Well, that concludes your audience.
Come on, out of his way. Now hold it right there! Man, I have a shitload of things I gotta say to you! You greedy son of a bitch!
Language? This is a Christian stream.
For all other inquiries, please talk to my secretary.
I'm gonna get out of here. That position for Tifa looks really weird.
Psst. Think we can escape?
Gonna be tricky. Leave it to me.
Cloud, you're so reliable.
Yo! Aerith is an ancient. And the ancients are all really called the Cetra. The ancients know about a place called the Promised Land, which Shinra's really searching for. But the Promised Land's only mentioned in stories. We don't know if it exists or not. That right? Those jerks say the Promised Land is full of Mako energy, so if they find it, they'll suck it all up. And the land will wither away there too. The planet will get even more run down. I'm not gonna let them get away with it. Avalanche is recruiting new members. Me, Tifa, Cloud, Aerith. How about you? God, you're so damn boring.
Grandpa.
Grandpa? Grandpa. Yeah.
What's so amusing?
Nothing.
I wonder how Aerith is doing.
Storm is brewing outside.
Cloud, are you there?
Aerith, you okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. I knew you'd come for me.
Hey, you did ask for a bodyguard.
Yeah, storms last
It
night.
was for a date, right?
We had storms like almost every day for like the past couple of weeks.
Tifa, you're in there too?
It's only usually a lot of like
Yeah,
sunshine
sorry about
around it,
that.
but yeah.
You know, Aerith, I have a question.
Yes?
Does the Promised Land actually exist?
Oh, well, I don't know. All I do know is the Cetra are born of the planet. They speak with the planet, and they unlock the planet. And then the Cetra will return to the Promised Land, a land of supreme happiness, which was granted by the planet.
What does that mean?
More than words, I don't have a clue.
Speak with the
I don't have a
planet.
clue.
Just
The
what
way
does
she
the
said that was kind
planet
of funny.
say?
It's real noisy, like it's full of people. That's why I can't make out what it's saying.
Can you hear it now?
No. I've only been able to hear it at that church in the slums, and my mom once told me that hearing it clearly in Midgar isn't possible anymore. My real mom, that is. Aerith, you must leave Midgar. Then you'll be able to speak with the planet and find your promised land. That's what she said. Back then, I thought I wouldn't be able to hear anything by now, but
Don't sleep. Get some sleep.
Cloud being such a gentleman, letting the lady have the bed. So he can watch her sleep. I mean, so he can sleep and she can sleep comfortably.
The door's opened. When did that happen?
I'm sure he isn't looking at her boobs go up and down as she breathes, or just staring at her. I mean, hell, she doesn't have to be doing anything. I would just stare at her. I don't care if I'm creepy. I mean, it's Tifa.
What's going on? Tifa, wake up!
What's wrong?
Something's not right. Take a look outside.
Are you talking about the line where Tifa and Cloud called him an asshole in Rebirth?
What happened?
He should have the keys on him. Tifa, help Aerith. I'll go get Barrett in Red 13.
Yeah, I remember that very well.
Barrett, Red 13. Something's wrong.
Hey, how'd you get in? What the hell's going on?
This isn't the work of man. I'll check up ahead.
Supposed to have severe weather warning today, but the sun is shining right now. So, I mean, here in Texas, that's definitely a common thing. It's like, wow, bright ass sunshiny day, but my phone says it's going to rain a little bit. How weird. And then like an hour or two later, whoosh. And then an hour or two later, hey, it's bright sunshine again. You never would have known. It's like the epitome of that that cliche. Wait 5 minutes, though. You don't have to wait 5 minutes. It'll change.
Come on, let's follow Red 13.
So we have Cloud, Aerith, Tifa right now. I don't need to bother changing any gear. I mean, it's not like I can really, not like I'm going to struggle with this game. We have a separate word for strong but short-lived reigns. Scouting report. Where do I begin? Brownie points if anybody knows what I'm referencing there. Shows how often they happen.
The Genova specimen. It's moved to the floor above. Let's use the elevator.
Ah, smells like freshly escaped alien biomass. Oh, save point's not there. Save point's not there.
It's leading somewhere. Above?
Oh no, a fight. That animation didn't transfer over. Steel antidote, steel deadly waste. I can't see what the morph is on them. This might be the first time I played it. I don't blame you. Especially when you figure out it was that pink, headless, weird thing. I don't know why I'm not attacking. That's just hovering in there. It's hovering inside that can. Fina's wings. I really like how they did it in Remake. How the blood, like here the blood is just like a trail of red, right? Nothing really like, stand out. It's just, a trail of blood. But in Remake, the trail of blood, which is obviously from Genova, is all like purple and like bubbly and truly alien in its appearance, and it's actually creepier that way. I think it's great. Severe heat warning, a severe rain warning, and severe thunderstorm warning are the only problem is the heat. I mean, the other issue is with all that rain and stuff, you're going to have a huge issue with humidity. I had to say, by the way, the Tonberry card for Magic the Gathering isn't that great. Well, on the other hand, what is great is Beardly Bear coming in with a tier 1 sub. Thank you so much, Beardly, for the sub. I greatly appreciate it. Your donation, of course, helps continue to keep the engines running of the Starship Dragon. Thank you so very, very much. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so very much. If I've been subbed before more times than that, Twitch knows best, I guess. Thank you so much, Beardly. I didn't try going in here. Is there actually anything in here? No? Okay. Never actually been in that room before. Yeah, I know they increased the sub prices some time back. Although I'm willing to bet that probably it didn't increase the amount they give the streamers. I thought I really pay attention to it. Usually I get a payout like once every 6 months at best. Cloud. Morph into Remedy. Okay, that's not a bad thing. You know, we all, oh, no, not the subs. Interested. No. Half of it, it's a 50-50 split. Half of it goes to the streamer, half of it goes to Twitch. Well, that's how it used to be. I don't know if since they turned up the price, if it's if the split has changed. But back when it was like $5 a sub, it was half and half. Ad revenue also goes to the streamer as well, but that's usually only like about 30% of the ad revenue goes to the streamer, unless there's like there's a threshold that you have to meet with the number of ads that you have displayed on the screen on the stream. It's something like if you do 3 minutes of ads per hour or more, you get 50 or 55% of the ad revenue. But anything less than that, you only get 30% of the revenue. That's it being 3 minutes of ads per hour. That's a lot of ads. It really is. And I don't have it set that high. In fact, I think the only ads that run on my stream should be pre-roll ads. Like if you first load in the stream, you get an ad there, but you shouldn't be getting any more ads after that. I think I have that turned off. 50% for partner and affiliate, but partner gives you higher chances for sponsors, I imagine. Well, for a partner, you also get a paycheck. As partner, you are literally hired by Twitch, so you get a monthly paycheck. I don't know how big that paycheck is. I haven't actually spoken to a partner about that kind of thing, but as a partner, you become an employee of Twitch, and so you get a paycheck alongside the subs and bits that are donated. I don't know if you get an additional cut, like if your split for subs is higher as a partner or not, but I don't know about that part either. It's still 50%. Okay, so technically I got a raise. every sub I get like a little bit more, I guess. Yay. I guess that's a good thing. So instead of, you said it was what, $7 on mobile? So that means I get $3.50. I mean, which to me, I don't care. I'm not here to make money. I said this yesterday when I was getting all those bits from Coin. I'm not here to make the money. I'm here to share my experience of gaming with the world and make people laugh. If people think it's enough to deserve donating bits and subs, I will happily accept it, but I'm not here for that. Yeah, you just need to own. Yeah, it's a PC version. It's the Steam version. You can already see.
The leader of Shinra's dead.
The mod that has expanded the window so it shows everything. You already see the helicopter. It's already hovering, even though it's not supposed to be in the scene yet.
He can wield that.
Who cares who did it? Shinra's finished.
Tree Fitty, damn you Loch Ness monster.
Please, don't kill me!
What happened?
Sephiroth came!
Neither Cloud nor Barrett actually have a hold of Palmer.
Yeah, I saw him with my own
They're just standing there with their arms out.
Really?
Yeah, chances of you to help us to the step sometime. Only is all you need. Yeah, I can help you with that. Should be pretty self-explanatory with the Seventh Heaven installer. But yeah, I can help you with that.
Mean? Does the Promised Land really exist? And Sephiroth came here to save it from Shinra?
So he's a good guy then.
Save the Promised Land. A good guy? No way. It's not that simple. Believe me. Sephiroth must have some other goal.
Rufus. Shit. Forgot about him.
Who?
Vice President Rufus. The president's son.
They don't need a whole palm, they just do face palm. They don't even do that in the... They don't even do that in Remake, do they? Do you even... Yeah, even in Remake, you don't see Palmer at the... Yeah, because it's a completely different scene. You actually see Sephiroth kill the president in the Remake. So you won't have to worry about... The only reason we know that Sephiroth did it was because Palmer said he saw him. So they don't need that scene in the Remake because you see it happen. I'm a fucking caveman without a mod loader, and I heard instructions. Fair enough, but the Seventh Heaven is a mod loader that does a lot of the work for you. You don't even have to worry about downloading or installing the mods in the wrong order because it will sort the mods for you as long as the mod loader knows what it is. That's the great thing about Seventh Heaven.
They say he's real cold-hearted.
I heard he's been assigned somewhere else for a while. I heard he's...
Even I know of him.
I wonder what sort of person he is.
Compile it from source. It is. The source is the mod loader, the Seventh Heaven mod loader.
So Sephiroth is alive after all. Who are you?
Cloud. Ex-soldier, first class.
I'm from Avalanche.
Same here.
I sell flowers in the slums.
Lab rat dog.
Research specimen.
Oh, I was going to say lab rat dog.
What a crew.
What if Evan 8 has some dope-ass mods, because I have a higher hope of a remake since they're making Tactics. I think 9 and 6 will see a remake before 8.
Not wasting any time, are you?
True. As a courtesy, I'll let you hear the speech for my inauguration. Father controlled the world.
Is he a cat? No.
And that worked
I will
for him.
never accept that he is a cat.
Shinra made the people feel safe. They thought they were being protected. Work at Shinra, get your pay. Any trouble, any terrorism, and the Shinra army is there for you. On the surface, it's a perfect setup. But
Nothing shut off?
Do things differently. I'll control
My
the
screen
world
went
with
black
fear.
for a second.
My father's way is far too expensive. You can control the hearts of men with
And
a
nothing
little
shut
fear.
off?
So, why waste good money on
Holy
the
shit, I'm
mindless
shocked.
pieces? Be under no illusions. I am not my father.
That was a thunderclap.
No different to
It
him
sounded
when
like it hit
comes to
something though.
speeches, that's for sure.
And when it happened, the screen that I'm looking at the game on went off, but nothing else shut off. My internet's still on, obviously, because you guys are still there.
There's a crisis
That's
facing
crazy.
the planet.
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
I'll talk about it later. Just trust me on this. I'll catch up with you
Anyway,
after I take
distraction.
care of him.
All right, Cloud.
I do know that they are working on an Echo S mod for Final Fantasy VIII and Final Fantasy IX, so they're trying to add voice acting to 8 and 9 as well. I don't know what they have for mod loaders for Final Fantasy VIII though.
I'm worried about Cloud.
I'll wait for him. You guys get to the elevator.
It's bound to be tougher from here on. We should check our equipment.
So about Cloud and Tifa's materia.
Remove it. But yeah, Red is a dog. I will always say that he is a dog, not a cat, because I have never seen a single cat howl. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Don't argue with me, Thunder. Okay, let's set them up. For now, we're actually doing an actual fight here. Mithril armlet. I need an extra carbon bangle, though. Damn. Should have gotten one more carbon bangle for Aerith, because I forgot that Cloud's going to keep his. Okay. Talisman. Actually, the talisman... Actually, Aerith has the lowest magic defense? Oh, it's because she has different armor. Spirit, 29, 25, 25. So I can put it on Barrett or Red. Either one of them could take advantage of the talisman. We have Diego from Ice Age. I mean, he's a hyena. He's a bigger balls. Spirit, and nobody's going to get poisoned in this fight. Actually, the second form could poison. Fuck it. Put it on him. All right, materia setups. Let's do... Both Red and Aerith have a 3-slot weapon. So let's do... Lightning, AP plus, Restore. Red can take Lightning. Morph as well won't make a difference here, but at least he'll get experience. Morph as well and Restore. Actually, no, let's give him... I put the poison on there for just the experience. Lightning... No, wait, he has... Shit. Got button happy. Restore all. Barrett will take Lightning Elemental so he can attack. According to Final Fantasy Wiki, he's a red lion or wolf-like beast. See, even they have no idea. Picked up Final Fantasy Type 0 because it's the only game I've shown interest in that I've never bought. It was like $5. Nice. I think I have Type 0 on the PlayStation library for free, so I'd have to check. Or I might have the disc. I don't remember. I think I still have it. All right, so Steel for the experience, Cover because you have the highest HP, Fire so it gains experience, which it's almost got level 2 already. Lightning, AP plus Restore, that's good. Fire for the AP, Ice for the AP. All right, Restore, Lightning, Poison, Fire for the AP. Actually, I want those all materials to get AP also. Replace the steel with this all materia, and because I'm ADD, it needs to be first. Fire all, elemental lightning, ice all, just because. Even though I'm not going to use it, I want the AP form. And then all that's left is the 2 senses, steel, and enemy skill, which are not important right now. Nobody could steal even if they wanted to because both enemies are going to be out of range. Yeah, there's no way I'd be able to steal. You're going to get rid of feline profile. Lion is the last one to think of. He's ultra thin. That's a jaguar. Or a cheetah. Cheetahs are also extremely thin. Okay, I think we're ready to go. We can't save because the save point's on the other side of Tifa.
I'll wait for him. You guys get to the elevator.
God forbid that Tifa, lets me get to the save point.
That's weird. It's not working. Let's try the other.
I wonder why that one isn't working. How strange. It's boss time. Damn, the textures on this boss look really good. They increased the textures on this boss. They modified them. They look really good.
Have a taste.
Tifa can't reach the save point. Her boobs are in the way. Aerith can't reach the save point because of Tifa's boobs being in the way. First form already down.
Too bright?
Tifa's boobs always get there first. Indeed they do. Big shot. Damn, I am wrecking this dude. You guys are probably gonna hear the storm outside.
Let heaven pierce you.
And now what they call the Valkyrie in the remake. Heligunner. Uh-oh, Barrett's asleep.
How shocking.
$292 already. We are stomping this thing.
Sup now?
That'll do it. Oh, maybe it is a little more than I thought. 2 HP, really? Oh, he's not a. Oh, he's still alive. Thought he might have been dead. Never mind.